Hello, I hope you guys are having a good day. It is April 21st, and today I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about uh, this weekend's severe weather event and our next severe weather event, which will likely start next week. Uh, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So today we do have a slight risk for areas of the Northeast. It goes down into extreme southeastern Virginia. We have not really a tornado threat, mainly just a wind and a smaller hail threat. And then looks like we're going to have a break tomorrow, but then our next severe weather event will start on Friday. So this is Friday. We can see we have a slight risk that goes from Oklahoma City down into southeastern Texas. Pretty large slight risk, and the SPC already has a 15 sig out for that. And then on day 4, that's going to move to the east. We have a 15% that goes from southern Mississippi, southeastern Louisiana, into Georgia, South Carolina, and the Florida Panhandle. And then on day 5 and day 6, which is Sunday and Monday, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a break before Tuesday, our next severe weather event starts. Now, I'm thinking Tuesday and Wednesday could be a severe weather outbreak next week. So, we're going to talk about that. Now, we're going to start off with talking about Friday. So, let's go with the Friday afternoon. We can see the NAM indicates some cells going off in areas of Oklahoma and south or eastern Oklahoma. Let's take some soundings with these. Yeah, that cell would likely have a tornado threat and large hail also. I'm thinking we're gonna get an enhanced risk on by or tomorrow for day 2. Tomorrow it'll be day 2. Today it's day 3. But the ones further to the north, you're not gonna. This doesn't look good for tornadoes anymore. Mainly just a severe threat. But then later in the afternoon, we might have some more cells fire up. 03, this is after dark now. This is around 10 p.m. We're still gonna have storms moving east in Oklahoma, maybe eastern Texas also. And these storms will likely have a tornado threat. These shear profiles, this HODO, they look pretty good. So, like, this would likely be a 5% to maybe a 10% sounding from the, or 10% risk from the SPC. We can see we have plenty of instability still after dark, and lapse rates are very steep. Overall, pretty good sounding. We have some storms in northern Louisiana. I'm going to take some soundings with those. Yeah, this is impressive. We have really impressive shear. Those, only problem is we don't have a lot of instability. But I'm thinking that because we have great shear and stuff, this is likely, we could easily get a tornado out of a supercell if we do get a supercell in northern Louisiana after dark. This HODO, that's so enlarged. That's just really nice looking. Overall, it's a very good sound. We have 700 SRH, so very impressive for northern Louisiana right there. I'm thinking we're going to get an enhanced risk out for kind of this area here. That's what I'm thinking the SPC could do. I'm sure it's going to look different than that because I'm not the SPC, but that's the area I'm thinking as of right now. Might get one. And then later in the afternoon, or later at night, we can see 060. This is getting into, this is around 1 a.m. Saturday morning. You're not, yeah, that's kind of trash. Let's take one. I'm going to get a new one. Oh yeah, you could get a tornado out of this. It doesn't look as good as the other ones for sure, but maybe a 2 to 5% risk from the SPC. So, let's move further east for Saturday because Saturday is also looking like a big day. Give me a second, I messed that up. But yeah, so Saturday it's gonna shift into Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, the Florida Panhandle, and then maybe into South Carolina also. So let's move over there. Let's get the latest run. And 21Z Saturday. This is Saturday afternoon. The HRRR, or not the HRRR, the NAM indicates storms in North Georgia and central Alabama. Let's take some soundings with these, see what kind of threats they would have, see what kind of threat these storms would bring. We can see 2,000 cape with this one. That's pretty impressive. Not great shear, but you could get some weak tornadoes out of this. Likely that this would be a 5%, maybe 10% sounding from the SPC. Take a sounding in with this storm in northeast Georgia, and pretty much the same thing. In fact, that's actually pretty impressive. We can see not 500, 50 surface to 3 kilometer. That's 50 knots of shear, 500 SRH, And this hotel looks nice. Uh, Overall, that's a pretty nice sounding right there. And that's Saturday afternoon on the 24th. Now, some things that could limit this event for that area is there's going to be a lot of morning heavy rain in Alabama, North Georgia. But I'm thinking it's going to be very interesting on Saturday. I'm expecting the live stream Friday and Saturday. Because now I have GR2, so live streams will be much easier than when I use Radar Scope. So kind of excited to do that. I'll probably live stream starting at around 8 p.m. Friday night, and I'll live stream again Saturday, probably starting Saturday morning. So, yeah. Now I want to go ahead and go. I want to go ahead and go to next Tuesday because next Tuesday looks very interesting in the plains. So let's go out. Let's go out to next Tuesday, and we're gonna take a lot of soundings because it is very far out. But next Tuesday looks extremely concerning. You can see at 21Z we have a lot of storms firing off in Oklahoma, Kansas, into Texas. This just looks really, really significant off the GFS. This sounding, not yeah, that's not great. Let's zoom it. Let's actually get SB Cape here, and we'll look at it more. So with surface-based Cape next Tuesday, we can see we have a lot of surface-based Cape all the way into Wisconsin. Let's take a sounding right there. Likely just a severe weather threat. Not really a lot of winds aren't really veering. You could get a tornado out of that. Not likely a 2%, 5% from the SPC. Let's take one in southeastern Kansas. Yeah, once again, not great. But we want to go later into the afternoons. This is 00Z. We can see we have instability. Or we see we have a little bit less instability. You're not gonna really get a whole lot of severe weather out of that. Well, let's take one in Iowa. Maybe more of a severe weather threat, but definitely not a tornado threat. That's terrible for tornadoes. And in a way, the GFS is kind of, I'm not going to say it's downtrended Tuesday, but the GFS isn't really showing as much as it did for Tuesday before. But I'm still expecting we're going to see some kind of severe weather event. Let's see what the Euro is showing. And let me go back to precipitation type here. The Euro also shows a pretty interesting event that ranges from Iowa down into Texas. Actually, this looks significant in this area. And maybe some storms in Kansas, the Texas Panhandle, Oklahoma Panhandle that could produce some hail. They'll be elevated though. But definitely looks to be an interesting day, Tuesday. And down into Wednesday, maybe further to the east. So we got the Wednesday on the Euro here. Likely a severe weather event continuing in the areas of Illinois, maybe Missouri, and Kansas down into the deep south, into Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Now this is a week out though, so we're not gonna take a whole lot of soundings with this, but I do want to go back to the GFS though. And let me get the 06Z run. But yeah, so with the 06Z, we can see Tuesday. We already saw that, but then Wednesday we once again have another severe weather event likely, or continuation of the severe weather outbreak we had Tuesday, and these soundings look better actually. GFS might be starting to say that Wednesday could be better in a way. Now I do still think Tuesday could be a little bit worse, for things like supercells, but Wednesday also looks interesting. But yeah, the wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry this video is kind of short. I don't have a lot of time today. But I will be live streaming Friday probably at around 8 to 9 p.m. And Saturday once again for this weekend's severe weather event. But yes, goodbye.